Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of this FIFA 16 career mode with Manchester United. Now I know it's been a while since I've uploaded a video for this, about a week or so, but that's because I've been preoccupied with doing other things and the Euros. Been watching that quite the last couple of days, quite closely the last couple of days. But I am looking to finish this season off now quite quickly. As you can see there, the Champions Cup, the quarter-finalists. We're up against Bayern Munich, which isn't going to be easy. With Neuer and Guy, they've got such a quality team. They've brought Eden Hazard in, and they've brought Mesut Ozil as well. I'm not sure why they need those players. Maybe to replace, Robin and Ribery and Alonso, maybe they're their replacements, but still got an amazing side from goalkeeper to forward. It's just quality all over the pitch. Operate my best team, but it's just not as good as Bayern Munich's. Bayern Munich's up there with Real Madrid and Barcelona. Probably the third best team in the world at the moment. Alonso, Vidal, Muller, Robin, Hazard. It's not a bad team, is it? Lewandowski. Did actually buy Lewandowski in my career mode, and he didn't do that well for me, to be honest. And Sergio Aguero. Just got crazy with the transfers in my last one. I don't really want to be doing that in this one. Next season, I'll hopefully bring in Laporte and another couple of players. Leonardo San Milano, that can't be real. That's got to be a made up name. That's too Italian. It's a very Italian name, isn't it? Leonardo San Milano. That's got to be made up. That can't be a real referee's name. And Bayern Munich pressing very early on. This is going to be a very tough game. Lewandowski. Sure, Mata, Rooney. We are actually still unbeaten in the Champions Cup, Champions League, as well as the Premier League. We've only lost once in the Carling Cup to Tottenham Hotspur. Oh, can't believe that it crossbar so close. I actually forgot about that. I've played the game obviously, and it's been a while since I've uploaded it. I'm just doing a commentary now over the top of this gameplay footage, and I completely forgot about that, to be honest. Martinez, Smalling. Got a couple of Spanish players in the squad, didn't they? Not many Germans. I suppose they've got Lahm and Muller and I think that's all the Germans they've got. Oh, they've got Ozil now as well, who's technically Turkish or Austrian, but he plays for the German national side. Who else have they got? They've got to have more Germans than that in the team. No, I think that's it. I don't see why Borussia Dortmund and Bayer Leverkusen keep selling they sold Ballack a few years ago, well 10 years ago. They sold Michael Ballack to Bayern Munich at this time when they were trying to compete for the Bundesliga, and then they sold Ballack to Bayern Munich. And Borussia Dortmund keep selling their best players to Bayern Munich. They've just sold Mats Hummels, they've sold Lewandowski, they've sold Götze as well, I think. They've sold so many players to Bayern Munich. I mean, why would you? I suppose it's the player's choice and the club needs the money or whatever, but can't keep selling the best players to Bayern Munich and expect to beat them in the league. You're selling your best players to the team that's already winning the league easily year in year out. It's not going to help your chances. Seems pretty silly to me. It's like Tottenham and Arsenal. Arsenal selling their players to Man City all the time, although they have actually finished above Man City this season. Man City are in Arsenal's spot. I am Robin. Can't believe he's not at the Euros. So many good Dutch players, and they're not in the Euros. I really can't believe it still. and teams like Northern Ireland and Wales are in. The Netherlands should have qualified. They finished, what, second or third in the World Cup as well? Yeah, third. Second in the Euros last time, and third in the World Cup. Was it second in the Euros? I know they finished second. I know it was against Spain in the other World Cup, wasn't it? They all sort of get mixed together and blend into one. Best team never to have won the World Cup. They have won the Euros though. They have hosted it before now as well. And Belgium have hosted it on their own and with the Netherlands as well. I'd much rather have the Euros hosted here or the World Cup. I'd rather the Netherlands and Belgium hosted than Russia. With everything that's going on with the Russian and French and English fans at the moment, I'm not sure I'd want to go to Russia and watch an England football match. With what's happened, seems to be just football hooliganism, not about the football. Hooliganism, not about the football. David De Gea. Bale. I've got to admit as well, with this game I did actually restart the match, because I'll show you in another video. I'll upload this video separate, but basically my goalkeeper David De Gea gave away a penalty for handball, and I'm not making that up, serious, deadly serious. It's the most ridiculous decision I've ever seen in my life. It's worse than real life football decisions. David De Gea touched the ball and gave away a penalty for punching the ball. Oh, Memphis has scored their great goal. Advantage United. But seriously, it's the most ridiculous thing I've seen, and it's not the first time it's happened to me, to be honest. I've just caught it on, I've recorded the gameplay footage now though, so I'm going to upload that as well. David De Gea gives away a penalty for touching the ball, and there's no other players around him, no United players, no opponents, no other teams players around him, and it's a penalty. So after they scored the penalty, I restarted the match. So that's, I've got to be honest, I've restarted the match because that was absolutely ridiculous. I'm not sure what's happened. Like, you've got a penalty. Oh, was it the crossbar there? Ozil came on as well, substituted on. Bayern Munich trying to get in this game. But I'll show you look out for it. I'll show you the video clip. David De Gea giving away a penalty for touching the ball. Absolutely ridiculous. And the one that happened before was even worse, but I didn't record that one obviously. It's the most ridiculous thing. Goalkeeper handling the ball, which, you know, they're allowed to do, obviously, goalkeepers, and the referee gives a penalty. I'd like someone to explain it, to be honest. I'll give a link in the description to the other video of that, and you can try and explain it to me, because I have absolutely no idea what the hell has gone on with that. So I'll upload that video and you can tell me what's happened. Lewandowski should do better there, one-on-one. If it looks like Bayern Munich are absolutely battering me and all over me, it's because they are. This is a very tough game, Bayern Munich. And it's like scripted as well, isn't it, this FIFA? It's very scripted. So they'll probably score before full time or something. A few minutes to go. Eden Hazard. He's actually, I thought he was taller than that, to be honest. Hazard looks pretty small there. Can't believe Memphis scored that goal as well in Champions Cup. I was going to set up a bit differently to contain Bayern, but I thought I've got to play to my strengths and try and attack them rather than sitting back and letting them score. That was a good goal. Couldn't really do much about that. failed to clear it again, I suppose. But they played it around in triangles on the edge of my box and I couldn't really get anywhere near him. Darmian runs straight into him instead of clearing it. Bayern Munich. Can't say they haven't deserved the goal though, to be honest. It's another first time finish, and Alonso hasn't got many goals either this season, so it's players that don't score often always score against Man United. So it's first goal in the Champions Cup, so, and at 86th minute as well. Typical. First time goal. Take nothing away from him, it was a good goal. Don't like Alonso though, but, well, he's a good player, but he played for Liverpool, so naturally. Coleman. He's a good young player as well, isn't he, Coleman? Ribéry came on. Or did he start? I'm not sure. Oh no. Oh, it's a great save to Gea. And that could have just kept us in it. Bayern Munich pressing so much then. They should have won that game there. They should have won this game then. But they've got the away goal, which is going to be difficult. We've got to go to the Allianz Arena in Munich. And they've got the away goal, so advantage Bayern after the first tie, despite Memphis' goal. Looks a bit dejected there. He's just scored against Bayern Munich. He's just scored against Manuel Neuer. He looks dejected and disheartened. One shot, one goal, typical. Typical. I'm surprised if the whole team haven't had the same. They haven't, but that's usually the way it goes with FIFA. Xabi Alonso, first goal in the Champions Cup, it just happened to be against us when they needed it the most. Coincidence? Not. Dele Alli, returning, Schweinsteiger returned against Bayern Munich. I'm not sure what that was about, the Martial thing. Ill-disciplined Martial, I don't think he's got a yellow card this season. I don't know what they're talking about there. So the second game is at White Hart Lane. Of course, Tottenham are the only team to have beaten us this season so far. In the Carling Cup quarter-final, I believe. So Tottenham are the only ones that can say they've beaten Manchester United, with me as the manager. Ryan Mason as captain. I'm not sure about that. I do like Tottenham, they've got some fabulous players. Lloris, Walker, some English players as well. Dele Alli, obviously I bought Dele Alli. Obviously I like him. Christian Eriksen's one of my favourites. I was going to bring him in. And Gareth Bale used to play for Tottenham. Possibly one of my well, he's one of my favourite players at the moment. He's just scored for Wales as well in Euros. Good free kick. No, it wasn't a free kick, was it? Was it? I think it was a free kick, I'm not sure. Yeah, Gareth Bale's just scored anyway, and Dimitar Berbatov, who also played for Tottenham and Manchester United, he's my favourite player. Now I know many people will disagree with that, and not a lot of players, not a lot of fans, sorry, at United likes Berbatov, but he's a Tottenham player. He wasn't a United player, he was a Tottenham player, and before he came to United he was actually really good, and I really like Berbatov, my favourite player. And he did get top assists, he got the most assists 2 years running, and then in that one season where he was dropped in the Champions League final, which he probably shouldn't have been, in the one season he got top goal scorer as well. And I was there at the Blackburn game where he scored 5 goals in a single game against Blackburn, and we won 7-0. And the end that he scored 3 goals in, I was sat behind the goals, which was awesome. I got to see him score a hat-trick right in front of me and 2 goals the other side. So 5 goals in a game. There's only 4 other players that have done that in the Premier League. And only 1 Englishman, I think. That's a bad foul to give away there, Valencia. Not sure what you're doing now. Kyle Walker's not happy with that. Valencia's turned away. It's unlike him, he's usually strangling people in there, Valencia. I've rested De Gea, put Butland on. Kane as well. I've got him in my Euro fantasy team. I'm not sure why he's taking corners though. Should be getting on the end of corners. Oh, a little look away pass from Eriksen there, that was nice. And Kane smashes it in. That was no goal though. I do like Tottenham, I can't say anything bad against. And to be fair, the goal has been coming. They have been the better team so far. Even though it's only 16 minutes in, they've pressed early, high up the pitch, and that was a good passage of play. Just knocking it around the edge of the box. And that pass from Eriksen was absolute filth. I think De Gea might have got to that, but smashed past Butland. And we find ourselves a goal down again. It's not very often we go a goal down this season. Happened all too often under Van Gaal. This season we haven't been a goal down very often, so there's a foul from Blind, yellow card again, picks up another yellow card. Usually quite well disciplined, but for some reason Daily Blind keeps picking up cards. That's a better tackle from him. It's just a bit late and caught his standing leg in the other one. Also got that red card, which I'm still not convinced about. I don't think it was a red card, even though that was ages ago. I still don't think it was a red. It looked like Rojo picked up a yellow card as well then. He had like the yellow outline over the red triangle, but it's gone now. I think that was a mistake in the game as well. Obviously I'll get rid of all the display, the visual stuff, like the player names and the power bar and stuff, and the map. Is it called a map? It's not called a map, is it? I always get rid of that anyway. What's that thing called? It is a map, isn't it? Anyway, that thing in the middle which tells you where the players are on the pitch. I always get rid of that. I don't play with it, and I want this to look as much close to a real game as possible. So I think they're just getting away. So I always take them off, as well as the commentary as well, because that's annoying. And if you're standing at pitch level, you wouldn't hear the commentary. If you were a manager of Manchester United, you wouldn't hear the commentary because you'd be standing on the touchline or sat in a dugout. If you're Van Gaal, Louis Van Gaal, you'd be sat in a dugout, wouldn't you? We'd be on the touchline. Is that supposed to be us there in the black jacket? Looks nothing like me. It's got black hair for one. You don't get very many options with the manager models. We're not supposed to be looking at that though, to be honest. Kyle Walker. I have used him in previous career modes, older FIFAs, but then Nathaniel Klein came in and I thought he was just a bit ahead of Kyle Walker. It seems Walker has gone ahead of Nathaniel Klein now, both in game and in real life. That little passage of play there looked like what gave them their goal, what brought the goal for them. I thought I was going in, but Kyle Walker smashed it over. Fair play to him for having a go there from right back. It's very, very ambitious though. Mason picked up a yellow card there as well. End of half time. It's Daily Blind. Is it Ryan Mason or Reece Mason? I'm not sure. Comment below if it's Ryan or Reece Mason. I don't know. You guys might know. If you're Spurs fans, you'll definitely know. Not sure why he's captain though. Aren't you? I don't know, you'd pick Vertonghen maybe? As I said, I do like Spurs players. I really like Spurs players, and there's actually 3 former Spurs players playing for Manchester United in this game at the moment. Got Dele Alli, who was signed this year in game for us. Michael Carrick and Gareth Bale all played for Tottenham, so I do really like Tottenham players. Berbatov and Bale being my favourites. A lot of people liked Berbatov. He was a fantastic player. Even before he came to United, he was a fantastic player. Maybe he wasn't a Manchester United player, but he was good at Spurs. He was a Spurs sort of player. Can't believe that's offside. That never looked offside to me. It's never offside. But yeah, Berbatov. He got the most assists in the league 2 years running, and then he got the top goal scorer in the year that he was left out of the Champions League final. Oh, it's a penalty. We'll take that. Referee runs straight past Kyle Walker then. Kyle Walker was trying to talk to him and the ref runs straight past him. was quite funny. Rooney. Oh, that's a terrible penalty. I tried to do that one where you just powered it and smashed it under the crossbar, which everyone does online. But I'm terrible at penalties, as you can tell. You know the one anyway, you know that penalty. Everyone does it online. Okay, I thought he was going to score there. Cut it a bit short as well. Ericsson, Tottenham are all over us. Getting absolutely destroyed. But as I was saying, Berbatov, he got top goal scorer after he got most assists. And I was at the game in which he scored 5 in one game against Blackburn, and we ended up winning 7-0. And I was behind the goal, behind the goal which he scored 3 times in. He scored 3 times in one half, and in that half it was in the goal that I was behind. So it was good to see Berbatov do that. Not many players, I think only 4 other players besides Berbatov have scored 5 times in a Premier League game. So not many players have scored 5 in one game in the Premier League. Surely Gareth Bale with a goal last minute. That's rescued us as well. Saved us from our first defeat in the league. Not sure what Hugo Lloris was doing. Hugo Lloris just turned his back to it and just stood there. I thought the game's intelligence, AI intelligence, was supposed to be more sophisticated, but he's just turned his back to that and watched it go in. Not that I'm complaining, we've got ourselves back in the game. Look, what's Lloris doing? He's got to do something there. Oh well, what nice one, Gareth Bale. Good ball in from Rooney as well. Rojo with a header back down. And Gareth Bale finished. 5 goals in the league. He's not played many games for us either. He only joined in January. Gareth Bale last minute. Rescuing United. Sparing our blushes. Thought Tottenham were going to get another defeat over us then. Still the only team to have beaten us. They haven't beaten us today by the looks of it. Looks safe. The full-time whistle goes. United rescue a point late on. But more importantly, keep their undefeated streak going. So 1-1 against Bayern Munich, 1-1 against Tottenham. So 4 goals equally shared in 2 matches. Having a bit of struggle because I'm having to rest players at the moment because the important games are coming up, like the Champions League. Next fixture is the second leg against Bayern Munich. We've also got Tottenham in the FA Cup quarter-final, semi-final coming up as well, so hopefully we can get a bit of revenge in that, because they knocked us out the Carling Cup or Capital One Cup or whatever it's called these days. It's been called all sorts. So they knocked us out of the Capital One Cup, and we want to get a bit of revenge in the FA Cup as we're playing them in the FA Cup semi-final as well. And second leg against Bayern Munich, we need to score in that, because Bayern Munich got that away goal. It wasn't a bad side by Jack Butland. Still hasn't convinced me. That pass was just ridiculous. I think De Gea would have got to that, as I said. I don't mind so much Kane scoring against me, because he's got 12 goals in the season, so he's more likely to score against me than, say, Alonso in the last match for Bayern Munich. That's a yellow card, can't really argue with that. Daley Blind's got another yellow card. Phil Jones comes on to replace Daley Blind, I think. I'm not sure, can't remember. This was, recorded a long time ago. I'm just commenting over the top of it now. Commentating over the top of it now, I should say. Jack Butland watching her go over Harry Kane. I've used him in former career, past career modes as well, but he didn't impress me. I didn't really rate him on this game as well. I did buy Harry Kane. I was buying all sorts of English players. It got really bad actually. I took it too far, went over the top. Not sure what Lloris was doing there again. Great celebrations. Tottenham fans, head in the hands. All the United team joining in. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. Take care and goodbye.